So in order to make some Spanish rice, I needed some ingredients. So I pre-measured everything. I have garlic, olive oil. I have a bunch of seasoning here. It has cumin in it. It has smoked paprika and some cayenne pepper and some garlic powder. Of course, I've got my salsa. I've got peppers. Got the broth. Got my chicken breasts I'm going to use, onions, and some veggies that I'm going to add in there, as well as my rice, because this is a rice dish. So the first thing it tells me to do is to take those spices, and they want me to rub them into the outside of the chicken. I don't like to handle chicken a whole lot if I can help it, so I'm going to use the back of my spoon here. Rub that, and then after I do that on both sides, I'm going to turn them. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Just lightly sprinkle that on there, that on there. All right. And then I'm gonna go over here to the stove. I'm gonna heat up a little bit of olive oil. My pan is hot. Olive oil will get hot here really quick because that pan is getting hot. And I'm gonna brown it on both sides. And the instructions say to just cook 3 to 5 minutes on each side. So just stay a second here. I'm just going to brown them really quick. See how quick that starts to brown. Yeah, that'll seal in those juices a little bit. Nice. So it tells me that I need to remove the chicken after 5 minutes on each side. And I'm just going to put this on another plate, and I'm going to keep it warm by putting my lid on it. It's not cooked all the way, but there's lots of good juices in here. There's lots of good seasoning here. So it says just to add a little bit of water or some broth. I'm going to use broth. I'm going to deglaze my pan. It'll deglaze really easy because this is a non-stick. But just that little bit of stuff, we want it off of the bottom of the pan. We want it to become part of it. So now I'm going to add my onions that I've already chopped and my peppers. I'm just going to cook those just for a couple of minutes. And I just kind of move them around in that good broth and seasoning. And the peppers and the onions will take on more of all the spices that I used at the beginning on the chicken. So I've cooked these for about 3.5 minutes here on a medium-high heat, and they're starting to get soft. So the next thing it tells me to do is to add my garlic, and I have some minced garlic. That's going to get mixed in there. Makes it really aromatic, smells really good. And then it tells me to add my rice. I'm going to add my salsa. And the last thing I'm going to do at this point is add the rest of my chicken broth. I added just enough to get it stirred up, because if I'd add it all at one time, it would make a mess. So now I can add the rest. And I made this chicken broth from my chicken paste, like our soup starters. It tells me to stir this up. Now it looks like a real watery soup, but it's not. Then it says to add my chicken back up on top. So I'm going to lay those in here. And put a lid on it, and I'm going to let it cook for 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, the lid on tight, I'm taking the lid off. You see my dish is done. I'm going to turn my heat off. This looks fantastic. You can see the chicken and all the rice is cooked all the way through. It's underneath there. It's ready to go. It's ready to serve. Oh, there's my timer. Turn it off. It's all ready to go. Looks delish. All right, Spanish rice with chicken.